Hi folks, welcome to Tim's Project Car, where I demonstrate that you can build a car in an old tool shed like mine. I always try to share what I've learned along the way to make it easier for others to succeed. So please like and subscribe and enjoy the video. Thank you. Hi folks, today's project is to get the accessory drive put on and the water pump so on, and then go from there. I'm waiting on parts, and so I can't continue with the exhaust because I want the drive shaft in before the exhaust, since there's an X pipe being installed. I don't want to guess at where it fits. And then we'll see how far we get, and then next week hopefully we have the parts to finish the drive shaft and get back to the exhaust. Hi folks, we're back. Been making a lot of progress this weekend. Been working on putting the accessory drive on the front of the engine. I'm waiting on parts to finish the exhaust and the drive shaft, so I'm working on this here. And it's coming together nicely. We got the belts tensioned, we got these on. I'm going to need to use new belts eventually, because those are just old ones that I'm using for test fitting. The next thing I got to do is put the fuel pump in. And then when I get my parts, I can finish on the exhaust and things. So I think this weekend, because parts aren't coming till Monday, I'm going to be dropping down the radiator support, installing that on there, seeing how close I am as far as getting everything in the right location. Put the radiator in. She's coming together. Hello again, everybody. We've got the radiator support on, along with headlights and all that stuff, because I left it as an assembly. This is looking nice, major progress. It's beginning to look like a car again. I'm very happy. I put the old radiator in, and I put the original shroud on. And what's nice, because I did an engine swap, with the shroud, the original shroud fan, nothing hits. Very happy about that. And the fan blades are part way in. They're probably not exactly the way it was with the Oldsmobile engine, but it's not bad. Got the accessories hooked up. And so now I could start, more putting together, where progress is fast at this point. It's very nice. Or at least it looks good. It's like hanging drywall. It looks like you did a lot. Down here are some rust holes that I haven't fixed yet, because I'm saving this piece basically for last. I've decided the battery was originally here. I'm going to move the battery to the other side, the way it would be on a Chevrolet, because the alternator and starter are on that side. And here, because there's already rot there, it's perfectly okay to make a nice hole. And then I could put in a cold air kit. I could run a hose, probably a 4-inch hose or something like that, up to the carburetor. Use one of those cold air kits. And I think that'll be nice, because with a good X-pipe exhaust and a cold air kit, that'll help this engine out a lot, because it's not souped up to a great degree, so any help it gets is great. But so now I'm waiting on my radiator hoses. I'm waiting on some other things, the yoke for the drive shaft and some parts like that. So it looks good. It looks like this might be 3/4. Anyway, we're gonna see. I'm gonna run the hard lines from the transmission forward. I'm going to install a transmission cooler in front of the radiator. I don't want it in the radiator, because I had a van destroy the transmission because of an internal leak in the radiator. So I'm having it completely separate in this case. I'm going to clean this up, make it look a bit nicer. In time, I'll have it painted like, the other parts. But right now, I am really stoked at how far I got. Okay, I'm here working on the cooling system. As you can see, I've dropped the thermostat in there. So what I've done is I drilled 2 1/4-inch holes like that. This obviously makes it a summer car, because the heater won't work well at all with those holes in there. But because I slowed it down with a smaller crank pulley, the extra flow will make that work a bit better. Okay, I decided to check on the thermostat to guarantee that it does open. And in fact it does. I don't know how visible that is, but it does open. It's a 195 thermostat, so boiling point of water is 212. I didn't take the time to figure out if it opens exactly at 195 because that's only 17 degrees different, and with those two holes drilled in it, it may never need to open anyway. I guess I'll find out when I try to drive it. Okay, I got the water neck on, and I now just learned that the hose that I bought is a bit too short, so got to get another one of those, but the water neck is on. So that's history. Now on to the next thing. Probably hard to see down in there, but I got a new timing pointer put on there. Nice red arrow on it, so I can see what I'm doing, because as you can see, there's a lot obstructing it. On this side, it's time to get started with installing the fuel pump right there where the light is to obscure being able to see it. And I'm going to pull that tape off now and get going on installing the fuel pump. I don't yet have the drive rod in there, so I got to remember to put that in. And so that'll be the next thing I do. Okay, the fuel pump is on now. I got the drive rod in there for the fuel pump. Got the bottom hose bolted on. Poured about a gallon of antifreeze in there. I didn't have enough on hand to fill it, but I gotta go get the top hose again anyway, so I'll get more antifreeze. That takes care of me for this weekend because waiting on parts again.